Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin reacted yesterday to our resistance area here. Obviously, we've got two resistance areas on the chart. Again, I just want to focus on the micro count because the bigger picture hasn't changed at all. We can see that, yeah, Bitcoin certainly has the potential that this wave 4 is over and we get one more low in a wave 5. This is the main thesis, the base case. The assumption is for another low here in wave 5. And ideally, I'd like to see it go to round about 24, possibly 22K. There are support levels at 24, 23. You don't see that here, but there's a huge volume spike on the volume profile. Typically, prices react to that. And then 22K is a very relevant Fibonacci retracement level. Looking at the structure, there are a few possibilities, but even though Ethereum looks more like that, but on the Bitcoin chart, there's a potential that wave 4 finished here or here. At the moment, I tentatively count it as complete here, whereas it's also possible that it completed already on Sunday and that we have a 1-2, 1-2 setup, where the first wave 2 of the first 1-2 setup was a flat structure and then another 1-2. This second 1-2, and let's leave out the first 1-2 setup for now. It doesn't matter in the short term. Important is that against 26,450, we are focusing on the downside. You know that. Everybody who's been watching videos for the last few weeks knows that. Only a break above that level will make me reinterpret the chart, and I will have to assume that a high B wave, a larger corrective wave is unfolding that allows for a much deeper corrective or much stronger corrective rally. Now, anyway, looking at the microstructure, and I'm already on the 30-minute chart, we can make a case for the idea that the wave 4 topped and that we already in the wave 5 to the downside, which needs to be, or which should be, a 5-wave move. And within this 5-wave move, we have a first 1-2 setup. And the wave 2 topped yesterday in the resistance area, in the short trade area that I gave you, that I presented to you. But this is really only something for people who trade really short term. It reacted basically to the golden ratio here at 25,850. And, you know, we might assume that wave 2 topped, but it's not confirmed yet. So I will tentatively assume it. Very, very pronouncement, or I pronounce very strongly tentatively. Yeah, because this is just that kind of price action where Bitcoin surprises. It can do that. It loves to do that, especially when we are dealing with these corrective structures. Best not to trade or try to trade every single subwave in a correction. I think reasonable ways of trading this is to be short above 26, or well, with a stop above the 50% Fib level to account for potentially still a corrective rally into resistance, or a stop above yesterday's high, or a stop above this smaller degree 78.6 Fib level at 25,930. That depends on your trading style and position sizing, which one you use. It's just a general way of handling this, in my opinion. But just be prepared for potentially being stopped out if you set your stop loss too tight. It's just that kind of price action for that, right? I think a lot of short trades are currently being put on. I've seen some data that suggests that, and that just is always a recipe for further whipsaw price action, as we call it. These spikes that typically then take a lot of these stop losses out. You can tell that a lot of people went short yesterday, right? And then probably had their stop losses somewhere here and they were all taken out, and you got that aggressive rally really again, right? When everybody was getting bearish already, but it did hold support, right? It did hold the larger degree 50% retracement level at 25,350. So again, you know, let's get back to immediate price action here. Best I can tell at the moment, and we will not get more detail out of this with even more microstructure wave counts. So again, I tentatively assume this wave 2 is topped. If it hasn't, then it might reset the wave 2 a little higher to 25,930. And if that level breaks as well, then it will probably reset the wave 4 again a little bit higher. But I have to assume that something else is going on above 26,450. I hope that makes sense. So the focus, the primary scenario, still points towards the downside. but we have to allow for different scenarios within this corrective structure. It's again a very complex and boring sideways range. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership and also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And if you're interested in the membership, as a member, you get every Sunday a weekly live stream, which is always educational. We also cover some requests there. Then you get access to Telegram and Discord, our live chat rooms, and a lot of the educational content there. As a gold member, you get access to additional market updates, short-term market updates throughout the day. And yeah, maybe we'll see you there, and have a great day. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.